Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, Ron here at Ablesys. Welcome to the webinar, and we'll go over the different Able trend signals. We'll take a look at different time frames, different markets. It's just really been a really fantastic couple of weeks now, and intraday trading, swing trading, end of day trading. It's rare that all of them are just doing so well, because that's just the way the market moves. You know, the way the market works. You normally have everything going so well, but the markets are, have some nice movement to them, and really been signals have really been killing them. I get some great feedback from some people doing extremely well. Just simply, being very robotic, following a couple simple rules and making the trades. That's the hardest part, but I have to say, it's making the trades. You have your emotions come into play, and that's okay. Trading's not for everybody. Those who are successful don't let their emotions come into play, and they just make the trades. It's as if they already know the result, or as if it's sim trading. But a lot of people say, "Oh, it's sim trading and real trading is different." Well, it shouldn't be if you're doing it. If you want to be successful, it wouldn't be. But it's not for everybody. It's very difficult. Emotional part is tough. Totally understand that. Totally know that feeling. Again, those who can separate themselves from that, those are the successful people who do extremely well, because the signals have no emotion. That's why it does so well. That's why you look on the charts and go, wow, if I was just using these charts, using these signals, it's unbelievable. It'd be terrific. Now, there's definitely losing trades and definitely losing days. I'll guarantee you that for sure. But if you have the stick-to-itness to continue to do it, not get frustrated or quit after a couple of losing trades, because I don't care what indicator you are, the greatest trader in the world is going to have losing days and is going to have multiple losing trades. But we've got stops in place, so we don't get beat up. We don't lose a lot on any one trade. But for serious able trend traders, not just somebody kicking tires here and just checking it out and has no intentions of really being very serious about it. To be successful, you've got to be in front of your computer, take the trades, and just do what it says, because it's got a 20-year track record, not a lucky week or a lucky year, 20-year track record. And as time goes on, it's just getting better and better. So let's take a look at this chart here. I have this TTWO. I showed this 2 months ago, and I picked this up off of Wintick. And Wintick, for long-term stock traders only, what Wintick does is it gives you a list of stocks to trade for long-term stock trading, daily and weekly guidance charts. Combination charts, daily, weekly. And what Wintick does is it narrows 10,000 stocks down to just a handful every day. So it saves everybody hours and hours of time trying to find which ones have a new buy signal. You want to get in at the beginning of the trend. You want to get in when they get the first blue bar, small blue dot, which is a daily dot, which is support, stops the price from going lower. It's also blue. And you've got a weekly X. I put the weekly signal in X, in an X. So it's blue X, blue dot, blue price bar. That's triple confirmation, 3 different indicators, and daily and weekly, 2 different time frames, all coming together, 5 things coming together, saying good time to buy it right now, very low risk. And when I showed this chart, the price was right around 100, and we're up to almost 117, and still in the trade, because there's only 2 exit rules. When it goes under the blue dots, and the stop loss is right there, by the way, not this dot, it's always at the second step down, second level of dots down. There's the first horizontal level, there's the second. So stops at 109.5, we got in at 100. So the worst we're going to do is make $9 a share, which is 10% in 2 months. And if you got an option on this one, you pay a call option, and you're making big money. A much bigger percentage then. So we're either going to get stopped out, or we're going to get, or we get a red bar, whichever comes first. Otherwise, we're above the blue dots. Stay in the trade. You're safe. You've got a wall of protection. That's what the dots are. These are daily dots. These are weekly dots. And it doesn't matter if you're trading Forex or gold, or you're trading intraday, or you're trading swing trading. It's the exact same colors and dots on the chart. Exact same simple rules that we use. Nothing is different, no matter what chart you're looking at, no matter what time frames you're looking at. Everything is exactly the same. So it's simple that way. This is a swing trade chart. This is more for a little shorter term. You'll be in the trade maybe, a week or so, maybe two, depending on the trend. If Ablesys says stay in it and you still have blue dots below, oh, we'll stay in it forever. That means we're safe and it's above support and we're still in the trade. It means you're still in an uptrend. So we have a buy signal here on AOS. My favorite for swing trading, as I've been talking about for years now, is the 120-minute, which is 2 hour, and daily combination. The daily are the X's, the dots are the 120, and the price bars are also, of course, the 120, the 2 hour chart. Each one of these black line is a day. So this would be today's trading, these 4 bars. These 4 bars yesterday, the day before that, and before that. So about 3 weeks ago, we had a buy signal on this blue bar, blue dot, blue X, be right here. And we got long at 43.5. We're still in it at 47 today. Stayed above the blue dots. Never had a red bar. Sweet. This is just like a rocket, straight up. Beautiful, especially if you got option on this one. How about the short trade prior to that? Oh, that was about 2 months ago. How about shorting it or buying puts at 55, and the sufferer kept us in it until we got stopped out here at 42. There's big money on these charts. You just have to have the discipline to make the trades and follow the rules. Not everybody does. And again, I repeat, it's not for everybody. Day trading or trading in general, you have to put the time in. Like anything to be successful, you've got to be in front of the computer, and you have to be robotic about taking the trades. And that's okay. It's okay. It's not for everybody. It's perfectly fine. Not everybody's just cut out to be a trader. Nothing wrong with that. Diane says, where am I getting the data from? We get it from eSignal. But if you're looking for stock data and you have an account with TD Ameritrade, even a demo account, which is free to get, you'll still get real-time data. If you use a NinjaTrader, well, then you just get the data inside of Ninja. You don't have to worry about a data feed. You're getting your data from Ninja. You just add our indicators to your charts. It's that simple. You just add our indicator to your charts inside of Ninja. Boy, the last 3 weeks, I've had a lot of people tell me they'd paid for a license, a 1-year license, just by trading the signals, again, robotically. Winners, losers, everything, just by trading the signals. They've been so good the last few weeks. Intraday trading, I'm speaking of. End of day was actually even better. But I spoke to a couple of people recently. Intraday, they made enough to pay for a license just in the last couple of weeks. And they only trade one lot, one contract. I'm not talking about some of our clients who trade 10 and 20 lot. One lot. It's just been great. Not always like that. The market's choppy or sideways. We're not going to win, nor is everyone else. But we won't lose as much. There's the difference with AbleTrend. There's the value in it. Number one, keeps you in the trends a lot longer than any other indicator. Not even close. It'll keep you in the trends a lot longer. You won't get scared out so easy when, it went down a dollar, I better get out. Oh, yeah, you can do that, but we wouldn't. We're going to stay in it, make a lot more money, because we have the advantage of the algorithm showing us where the dots are. Again, I know I keep repeating it. It's that important. The dots give us the direction. If you have the dots, blue dots under the price, stay in the trade. You're safe. You're still in an uptrend. You still have all the algorithm, all the odds are still stacked in your favor. If you have red dots above, you're in a downtrend. Stay short. You don't have to get worried if it goes against you, as long as you're still under the red dots in a short trade. Cheryl says, the data from TD Ameritrade, if you're trading stocks, yes, it's fine, and it's free, but it's for stocks only. TD will not give out anything in their futures data. They will only give out their stocks. But if you have an account with them, yes, that'll work fine. Crude oil. Here's a crude oil intraday chart. Had a couple of people say they did very well with crude oil today. Always glad to hear when everybody does well, that's for sure. And I'm always glad to help in every way I can, too. Again, same rules. We're just looking for either red bar, red dot, red X to buy, blue bar, blue dot, blue X to sell I mean, red bar, red dot, red is down, blue is up. There's a triple confirmation sell signal. A lot of money on that chart today. That's a that's a $900 winner Abel Trend gave me, you, and everyone else. And this is not like it's 2 o'clock in the morning either. I'm on Eastern time. This is like 9:45 in the morning. Just a beautiful downtrend. It's about a $900 winner per contract. Okay, a little bit of give back here. We had the buy signal here, gave back. We made $1 on the trade, 90 cents on that trade. We had a little bit of give back of like 5 cents on each of these trades. We can live with that. And then another huge winner right there. And I mean, I'm talking big time stuff here. We're looking at about 90 cents again. Yeah, right around 90 cents because we were out right there. Picked up this entire downtrend right here. It's another two $900 trades, winning trades today. Just trading one lot, not 10, not 20, one. Can't trade less than one. A couple of give back trades here. Right there's give back. 5 points, $5. Here's a give back. That's about 10 cents, 5 cents, 5 cents. It's going to be losing trades. I guarantee it. It's no perfect system, nor is this. There's risk in trading, and there will be losing trades. Never going to mislead anybody. I tell it like it is real time. Very realistic. Don't cherry pick. The good, the bad. You hear it all. But you got two $900 winners. And, give back a few hundred. Who cares? It's a $1,500 day today trading crude. Gold was very good today too. Not one of my personal favorites, but a lot of people like it. Trade it. Great. Doesn't matter what I think. The software couldn't care less. Software is going to give you the signals, accurate, low risk signals, because we have stop losses in place every single trade, instantly, the minute you make the trade. And here's your NQ. Take a look at this final one. This is the E-mini NQ, E-mini NASDAQ. After a choppy start this morning, perfectly, triple confirmation trade right there. We lost on that one. We got it back right here. Obviously a no trade zone there, no trade zone there, no trade zone there. Any blue or red mix, no trade. Lost 5 points on that trade. Picked up about 10 points on this one. Lost about 7 or 8. I'm going to stretch to 10 on this one. So, we were losing a little bit. Certainly not no big deal. But we were a little bit. Going into about 11:30 Eastern, made back the little bit we were losing right there. Picked up 5 or 6 points. We'll call it 5 because I always like to downplay the winners and exaggerate the losers. Boy, that's opposite of what everybody else does. Yeah, because I keep it real. I'm not here to trick anybody. Short trade here. Made 4 or 5 points or so. This was a winning trade, but this was in that no trade. This was in the dead zone, what we call the dead zone, from about 12:30 to 2 o'clock Eastern. And it's optional. You can trade during that. Never ever tell anybody what to do. We're just saying be careful during that time. Some days it works out good. Most days it doesn't. So that's why we're going to err on the side of most, not some. So when it's most days, trade one way, well, we'll err on the side of being cautious. So it turns out there was a winning trade there, but I'm not going to count that because a lot of traders don't trade during what we call the dead zone from 12:30 to 2 Eastern. However, it was an obvious no trade zone there. Beautiful trade. Well, actually, it was a break even because that's a triple confirmation buy signal. By the way, I always confirm everything with the 233-500 tick. It's especially good for sweet spots. I'll get into that when we do the one-on-one trading session. For anybody who doesn't have a trial, you will have an offer and I will reach out to everybody. I'll send an email to everyone. We don't send junk email either. Never. So anything we send to you it's not junk. I don't like junk. I don't send junk. You want to open it up because there's usually some very helpful suggestions that have a really good chance of making you some money in every email being sent. So we're stopped out because we're stopped out right here. Previous lower blue dot, we're stopped out. So that was a break even. However, we're right back in again, right in here. I've got to check the tick at that time. because I don't get into any trades unless the tick agrees. So 5, 17, 18 in that area. No, tick didn't agree. This is cool. Tick didn't agree till about 15:30. I'm sorry, 15:30. Right there. There's your tick agreement. That's when I'm in. Let me just double check that. 32. Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, 32 is right about in here. So we're long at 78.10, and that was the best trade of the day. It was a great trade, and I love those trades in the last half hour. You know by now, those are my favorites. And that one shot up from 78.10. We took it all into 78.40. It was a 30-point winner. Abel Trend gave everybody today on the mini NASDAQ chart the last half hour of trading. Very clear cut, blue bars, blue dots, blue X's. That's a 30-point win. That's a $600 trade. No reason not to have it. No, I mean, if you're a serious Abel Trend trader, no excuse. That's as good as it gets. That's a $600 winner that Abel, just per contract, that Abel Trend gave me, you, and everyone else, serious enough and having the discipline enough to pull the trigger and take the trade. That's a $600 winner right there. Love it. That's probably the most popular market in the U.S. to trade, too, than E-mini NASDAQ, as well as the E-mini S&P. Diane, gold and crude have monthly contracts. Yes, they do. And for GL and CL, how do you know which contract is current? Well, that's easy. I personally just Google it and have saved the CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, has a list of all the contract months. So it's real easy. Q is July, and U is September, etc. So that's real easy. You just have to type in the symbol, and it's changed. So it's simple stuff. Jason took the first trade at 9:30 because the bar started out blue, but quickly turned to red. Yes, we always wait for the bar to close, Jason. You know that by now. Always wait for the bar to close. And I would wait the first, 2 or 3 minutes just to play it safe. Yes. Cheryl, 2 green bar exit would have got me out on the last trade. Yeah, the 2 green bar exit is optional. Not everybody uses that. Most people many people use the previous lower blue dot. However, 2 green bar exit, let's just take a quick look at that because I don't believe it was hit, but it might have been. But that's okay. We'd be right back in again when the bar turns to blue. So 2 green bar exit, no, not there. 2 green bar exit, no, not there. 2 green bar, it could have been right here. Let's see. Yes, would have been right there. So 2 green bar exit would be right there at break even, and then you got just a screaming buy signal here with tick agreement. And again, that last half hour, I find it to be the first and last hour to me is the best time of the day to trade. But right over here, you've got a perfect triple confirmation screaming buy signal right at 15:52, and the market doesn't close, remember, until 4:15. And we can take that right into, even if you're out at 4 o'clock, you pick up 27 points. That's $540, and let's just say 500 just to take $40 off, just for good measure, for commissions. That's a $500 trade Abel Trend gave everyone right there. Clear cut, no guesswork, tick agreement, good stuff. Jason took it at the close of the 9:30 bar, but when the 9:31, trying to understand what you're saying here, Jason. Took it at the close of the 9:30 bar, and the 9:31 bar started blue, turned to red. If it turns to red, then you're out. If you're already if the bar closed that you took, and the next one is red, yeah, then you're out. And then now you're looking for the next blue, next triple confirmation trade, which you just get right back in again. But the whole key is to stick with it. You got to stick with it. Sometimes, a couple trades and first few trades maybe don't work out. Look how it turned out at the end of the day. It was a killer day. I would always wait in, a couple of minutes just to play it safe right at the open. But yeah, you'd be out there. Yeah, that's why I said the first couple trades of the day was quite choppy. But as the more the day went on, wow, it just got great. And you don't want to miss the big moves. You've got to catch them. Abel Trent catches the big moves all the time. I know it's hard sometimes to stay in them, but you've got to catch the big moves. You've got to catch the big moves. That's the key, because it cleans up a lot of small losses that are going to come. I can guarantee you that. So, okay, should have gotten out in a second. It turned red, not let it hit the stop loss. That's okay. I mean, hopefully you stuck with it and caught the afternoon session, which I always think is great. It just always seems to be a lot of big moves at the end of the day. Really, the first and last couple hours are usually the best, but my personal favorite is the last couple of hours. Anyhow, thanks for being here, everyone. I hope that I was helpful. I'm always glad to help. You've got the 1-month trial on the website. You're certainly welcome to try that. Anybody who has not had a trial, everybody's allowed one 30-day trial. And at the same time, what's more important than anything else is when you're on a trial is the 15-minute one-on-one trading session, which I'll teach you more in 15 minutes, and you can probably learn for hours on your own. Just like when I get something new, it's always a lot easier when somebody could help me out. So I'll always be glad to do that. No webinar on Thursday. Obviously, it's the 4th of July holiday. No, we're closed. Pretty much everything is closed. So, of course, no webinar, no trading, no market. So just a heads up. So webinar. Well, of course, we're open, of course, tomorrow and Friday. I'll be here both days. As far as the webinar is concerned, see you back here next week. Good night, everyone.